Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today I sit down with Chef Ross at the Kitchen Post, and I prepare my cauliflower rice with garlic lemon shrimp. But first, let's check in with Jimmy Sutman from the Purple Cat. I'm here with Jimmy Sutman, the director of Purple Cat, Isle, all the umbrella of all your organizations.
Right, Golden String too.
Golden String Radio. As you can see, they're on the air right now, broadcasting live. We're at the Pearl Street Mission. And this has been an exciting year. You've really expanded a lot of your services.
Yeah, we've been busy. You know, on the Purple Cat front, we've been expanding the farm out in Coatesville. We now have pigs. We're expanding with our farm animals, so our adults with disabilities can work with those with those animals and get paid. Different structures out there. Our wood shop. We've been doing a lot more projects. Actually, we've been doing a lot more out that way in Western Pennsylvania. You know, we are picking up folks in Mercer and Lawrence County.
Was that an underserved market prior?
Yes. I don't think that there's anything quite like the Purple Cat in Western Pennsylvania. And not just with the farm, but with vocational opportunities. Gallagher's Lunch Bucket, which is a Theo-Kill Renaissance, that's doing very well. Our program here at Pearl Street on the east side, you know, we still have our training kitchen and of course Golden String Radio, which is my pride and joy. And yeah, things have been rolling.
Well, I'll tell you, that Golden String Radio, I mean, we were here a while back, and that is nicer, really, than most radio stations that I've worked for. I mean, you really have state-of-the-art equipment.
Well, thanks.
You know, when I started, it was knobs, and we were reel-to-reel, and, you know, going back to the old days. But I know, that's really a state-of-the-art facility you have here.
It's interesting because it's a good mix of the past and the present, because we still do records, you know, vinyl, we have cassettes, whatever people donate to us, we either put into the system or we just do it old school, flipping in the cassettes and playing them over the air. Miracles of the internet, you know, technology.
Well, you had emailed me this video of this performer that you're bringing in for a fundraiser.
Yeah, we're very excited from a fundraising standpoint for Golden String and Golden String Radio. We're bringing in Galen Lee. Who is a national recording artist with multiple disabilities. She's wheelchair bound, but she's an expert violinist and fiddle player, and she recently won the National Public Radio's Tiny Desk contest. So we're excited. This is a big deal. We're bringing her in. She's doing a tour in between her Pittsburgh and Akron shows. She's going to stop off in Youngstown, and we're going to host her at the Purple Cat Productions, the former Oakland Theater in downtown Youngstown. It only seats, you know, about 130 folks, so tickets are limited. But this is a big deal for us. You know, we're hoping this will start like a pattern of bringing in some artists with disabilities.
I think that was a huge get. I mean, she is a really talented
And I know
artist.
you'd like it. I was listening on Tuesday. She plays a lot of Irish folk music, which I think will go nicely with the parade a little bit later.
Oh, that's coming up. But and we're also going to have some performances at the show with some of the clients.
Yeah, we're kind of making it an educational night. I mean, Galen will interview her, of course, Casey, hoping you'll do that for us. But, you know, she's going to perform at the end of the show, but we're going to have some of our own individuals with disabilities performing. You know, some singing, some acting, some theater we're going to be doing. So it's going to be kind of like a variety show. And it's going to be hosted by Scotty Mincher, one of our folks with disabilities, one of our great DJs here. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. We haven't done anything like this before. We've already started practicing. We're getting the theater all spruced up for it. It's a big deal for us.
It is a big deal. And what are the funds earmarked for? What do you...
100% of the funds will go towards Golden String Radio and keeping the music going, and really providing staff for the DJs, yes, transportation for the DJs, the equipment and all of that. It's not really as expensive as you would think. It's more, we need those people to be here to support our people, and yes, that's where the costs go.
So January 17th is the show. It's also my father's birthday.
Oh my gosh, what a day. What a day.
It's going to be a huge day, and I'm really looking forward to that show. And make sure you get your tickets, and the information is right there on the screen.
The Casey Malone Show. Woo-hoo!
Well, this is for you, Phil. Happy anniversary!
Cheers.
4 years at the tree. So what have we learned?
It's been a great journey. What we have learned is that people want to come to celebrate here at Magic Tree. We have these beautiful signs for every occasion, and for my wife and I over the last 4 years, to be able to do what we've done for the community with fundraisers has been very dear to our heart.
And what do you see coming up in the future?
Well, we have a huge building. We have incredibly good craft beer, incredibly good food we make from scratch, and our wine on tap. We have something for everybody here at Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. I want everyone to come down and let us create a memory for them.
That's right, and I love that they have the trays to go. Party, pick it up, take it to the office, take it at home, and you can party at the tree no matter
That's
where
right.
you are. Congratulations. Good
Cheers.
job.
Part of growing up in Youngstown is growing up with Rowley Brothers Markets. Even friends who have moved out of town come to shop and say hi when they're home for a visit.
And my family has always shopped at Rowley's, and today they are still my favorite grocery store. My recipes depend on the best ingredients, and that's why I get them at Rowley's, where you'll always find the freshest food at the best prices.
Rowley Brothers is a proud sponsor of the Casey Malone Show. The quality that customers have come to expect is true local flavor.
Hurry into a Spitzer location near you to enjoy the lowest prices of the year on some of our best-selling 2016 models. You can save thousands on your new vehicle with the Spitzer Model Year-End Sales Event. Spitzer, saving you more since 1904.
Four for $5 till 6. Happy hour at Sadie's Place inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown.
For over 65 years, Kamara Jewelers has helped your family celebrate the holidays.
Our family wishes your family all the best this holiday season.
The Kamara family specializes in diamonds. You get the best quality at the very best price.
Unlike chain stores with an average selection, you'll find a large selection of fine, unique jewelry at Kamara Jewelers.
We are third-generation owners here at Kamara.
And working on the fourth. Get real, get Kamara.
Merry Christmas!
Today, I'm going to share with you my new favorite food item. Now, you might already be familiar with this, but I discovered it and I absolutely love it. It's cauliflower rice. I love pasta, I love noodles, I love rice, but you want to watch your carbohydrates, you really want to watch your gluten, and you're trying to be a little more healthy the older we get. And I was reading this article about cauliflower rice and I had to try it. And it is so easy, I find it delicious, and I think it's really versatile. So I'm going to share it with you today. Now, a great dish to pair with this is my easy lemon garlic shrimp, and I'll be preparing that in a little bit. But first, let's talk about the cauliflower. Buy a head of cauliflower, wash and rinse it thoroughly, and then make sure you dry it. Okay, and then cut it into florets and make sure that a lot of this stem is gone. You really don't want the stem, you want more of the flower part for the cauliflower. Now I have a food processor, but if you don't have one, you can also use your box grater and just make sure you use the larger holes. So let's get started. Use the blade attachment in your processor and don't fill it really full, okay? Because you really want to make sure that this is chopped evenly and finely. So I'm just going to fill it about a quarter of the way full, and instead of running at full speed, just pulse it until it gets to a rice-like consistency. Now see how it's really fine and like a rice texture? Real fluffy, little granules of cauliflower. And it is so easy to prepare. Really, I just use the microwave. So no more dirty dishes, no steaming. I think that really makes it, really mushy. And when you do it in the microwave, it is so much better. So I'll be explaining that in a little bit. Let me finish pulsing this, then we're going to make the shrimp dish that I think pairs perfectly with this. All right, so this is from 1 head of cauliflower. Look at all that. We have a lot. Now, we aren't going to use it all in this recipe, but I'll show you how to prepare this in a little bit. Now, I think this is a great recipe. It has some nice juices, and it really pairs well with my cauliflower rice. This is my easy garlic lemon shrimp. And for this recipe, you'll need about a pound of shrimp with the tails on, cleaned and deveined. But there's a lot of spices in here, and if you don't like it hot, I'm going to use the Tony Chachers in this one. But if you want it a little more mild, you can use an Old Bay seasoning, or this one really isn't too hot. It's an ancho chili blend. But I'm gonna make this recipe a little heat. And we'll go over the ingredient list, and then I'm going to make this for you. For this recipe, you'll need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 6 cloves of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, 1 pound of jumbo shrimp, peeled, deveined with tails on, a teaspoon of your favorite spice blend, Tony Chachers, Creole, Old Bay, ancho chili, a 1/4 cup of dry white wine, 1 lemon juiced and the zest of that lemon. You'll also need a 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. I've already heated the olive oil over medium heat in a fairly large skillet, and now we're going to begin by adding the garlic, the red pepper seed, and the shrimp. Okay, so after a minute or so, now that this is blended nicely, I'm going to add my seasoning, and I'm going to add the white wine. And now we're going to cook this, it'll probably be about 4 or 5 minutes. Well, the shrimp is pretty much cooked. So now is a good time to add our next level of flavor. We're going to add the lemon zest, and that'll cool a little bit of the heat. The juice of 1 lemon, and that beautiful green, fresh chopped parsley. We're gonna let this blend together for just a couple more minutes. Now you see, the rice cauliflower made quite a bit from that head. So I just pulled out into a serving bowl as much as I'm gonna need for this recipe. And then I'm going to drizzle some olive oil, and then just a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. Now you could also use butter, or cream if you want more of a creamy texture to your rice. And just mix that up and make sure it is evenly distributed throughout our little cauliflower rice. So every little granule gets a little bit of flavor. All right, and then you just cover it with some plastic wrap. Very easily done. And this will help steam it a little bit and warm it up. And put it in your microwave for 3 minutes. Well, look who made an appearance. Now that all the work is done.
That's right.
All right, now I know you've become a fan of this rice cauliflower.
You gave me some of this last week, and I have used it every day.
I mean, you warm it up 3 minutes with the plastic wrap, and if you don't add anything to it, I just like to put soy sauce on it, like as a snack.
You know that Ponzi sauce that I have? I put some of that on.
You like it? The ponzu.
Ponzu, yeah.
The Ponzi scheme. It's a scheme, that ponzu. But now, this has a little bit of spice.
Okay.
So I hope you like it. Tell me what you think. That's delicious. And I love shrimp.
I gotta try the shrimp.
I know. Just eat it with your hand, Mom.
Oh.
Just pull it right off.
It's not that spicy. It's delicious.
It is good. Cheers. I'm glad you like it. Another successful. Yeah, none better.
None better.
Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Cauliflower rice recipe is there. Also, this easy lemon garlic shrimp. You are going to love it. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Hi everybody, I'm Danny, owner and operator of Cthulhu Prime Meats, a third-generation butcher shop that not only specializes in quality, but also in customer service and doing things in a new technological way. Chris here is our customer service manager. Chris, what do you think that we do differently than any other grocery store?
I think we personally not only offer great product, but we can offer a great customer service experience as well. We try and treat all our customers like they were family and friends, ask how their family's doing just so they can keep in touch, and give them that customer experience that they deserve.
And the nice part is we not only do that inside the store, but also on CthulhuPrimeMeats.com, where you can buy a lot of our products that we carry here, whether it be grass-fed beef, organic chicken, some of our specialty burgers and bacon. Those are wonderful, and we're going to provide that same customer experience online as we do in store.
Come see us in store or online. Make your next meal one to remember.
Cerny means trucks. For over 50 years, the Cerny family has been the area's leader for medium and heavy-duty international trucks. New or pre-owned, Cerny means trucks. Easy to find. Cerny Motors is conveniently located at Route 46 and 80. At Cerny Motors, no job is too big or too small. Cerny Motors service will keep you on the road. For service, parts, sales, lease, or rental, Cerny means trucks.
Hurry into a Spitzer location near you to enjoy the lowest prices of the year on some of our best-selling 2016 models. You can save thousands on your new vehicle with the Spitzer Model Year-End Sales Event. Spitzer, saving you more since 1904.
My mom was always in my corner.
Always pushing me to do better.
I couldn't have asked for a better mother.
So when she needed assisted living,
I did my research.
Doctors, nurses,
and others with family and assisted living,
they all said,
trust the name you know.
Briarfield.
For assisted living with top healthcare experts, a caring staff, and a comfortable home-like setting,
trust the name you know.
Briarfield.
Trust the name you know. Briarfield. Proudly serving the Valley for over 20 years.
$5 Burger Mondays at Sadie's Place, inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown.
When I fall in love, I get dizzy. a memory to draw me in.
Ross Fowler is the chef and owner here at the Kitchen Post. And amazing food comes out of this kitchen each and every day. But before we talk about the actual food, I want to know more about your background. Where did you go to school?
Went to Lake Cordon Bleu 5 years ago. Learned how to cut things, pretty much. It's kind of a mentality. Got an internship with one of my best friends, Alan, who's actually a sous chef down the road at Acqua Pazzo, which just opened. We moved to Asheville together and did our internship. They offered me a position. I stayed there for 3 years. I've learned pretty much everything I know. Not everything I know, but I learned how to be decent at what I'm doing, my craft, at the Biltmore.
So what brought you back home to the Youngstown area?
I took a risk. I went and worked at a restaurant after the Biltmore with some of my friends and a mutual friend who was the executive chef there. You know, took a pay cut and kind of a demotion, just stepped out of my comfort zone. It didn't work out. I was there for like five or 6 months, and it just literally was fizzling out gradually until I was like, I'm just done with everything here, I'm leaving. And I came back home. I had a job lined up here, and it was at a country club, and they're like, yeah, well, we can get you a cook job, you know, cook the first level cook job, and I was just like desperate, so I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. And then they never called me back, so I didn't even get that job. So I was just floating in the wind, completely just nothing, absolutely nothing when I got back home. After that, I was nomad again. Just started beating the pavement, trying to find catering jobs. Yeah. And I joined this website, Thumbtack, and I got like 2 catering gigs, which one of them was like a complete disaster. And then people just started coming to me like, hey, so-and-so is gonna get in touch with you, they want you to do their wedding. And then I had booked 2 different weddings, and then I booked American Red Cross Acts of Courage Hero event. And I used those events the money from those events to open this place. So anyways, we got the place, we were open in 2 months. Me and my mom were in here every day for 12 hours a day, painting and pulling up the floors, building. My mom pretty much built all the tables and the benches and the backrests and the counter and the bars.
And she did the Dylan, and she did the paintings.
Painted that, everything, yeah. I mean, all the stuff in here, most of it was either in my apartment at one point, my different apartments, or it's sitting in our basement somewhere.
Now your menu items. Tacos seem to be a mainstay. Now Taco Tuesday, of course, is very special here. 3 tacos for $9, but you always have a taco on the menu.
Yeah, that's our standby, our safe haven for people that come in.
Why is the tortilla such a great vehicle for why tacos?
Me and my cook friends used to sit around and make tacos and drink beers when we weren't working, and it was just a cool, simple, easy, cheap thing to do, and it creates just kind of a cultural niche, like in hanging out and just having a good time. You're just throwing meat on a tortilla, you build it up and you smash it in like
your face.
10 seconds, you just Twinkie it in.
Every time I come in here, if I see there's a gazpacho on the menu, I will order, because I don't know
cool canvas to utilize fresh ingredients into something that is flavorful and refreshing.
So what makes your burger so cool?
I like egg on a burger.
Mm-hmm.
I like mayo on a burger. So I took those things together and made a deviled egg yolk as my condiment. So just deviled egg, I just smear it on the bottom, smear it on the top. It's just disgustingly gooey and delicious. Bacon, bib lettuce, tomato and onion, just standard. And then I put a stinky Italian cheese on it, Taleggio. And then I use, that stuff's great. It's like salty and stinky and just oozes all over it. I use a Brett Chef bun.
Now you're open for brunch, Saturdays and Sundays. How is that going?
Brunch is the
because
hit.
we
I mean,
need
it's like
good
the
brunch
thing,
place.
aside from Taco Tuesday, we used to have Ramen Thursday. That was big too, but we pulled the plug for the summer. But brunch is huge. I mean, Saturday and Sunday now. Used to be just Saturday. Now we're doing 120 people each morning. From 9 to 2, we're just turning seats and selling good food, and there's just like 4 of us here hanging out. We all hang out after.
Are you having any trouble finding kitchen help, cooks that
No,
that
I mean,
share
we're
your
not.
vision, or you're finding people that
My
help?
sous chef right now worked with me at the Biltmore Estate. We worked there together. He also went to Lake Cordon Bleu. My cook, second cook, she's amazing. She's awesome and a diamond in the rough. And I put out an ad on Craigslist and found her. She came in having like supreme skills, a good background, fine dining experience. Somehow was in Youngstown, dying on the vine, working at some bar. She came in and cooked. I was like, I just knew she was good. Hired her. I had her come in and cook brunch the next day, and she was like, get out of my way. Let me get on the line. You're just in my way. And like she just cooked and was like, nothing for her, like riding a bike. And I just knew she was good. And
who makes your desserts?
Any one of us. I mean, it's
that olive oil cake.
It's good.
The lemon was excellent.
It's just like simple.
Everything is the
Simple
pumpkin
and elegant.
mousse, everything is very good.
That's what this place is. This is my canvas to do ridiculous things. And it's worked out thus far.
My show is always on. Watch previous segments at CaseyMaloneShow.com. Sponsored by the Ingram Law Office. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.